Everyone online loves to scream, turn $100 into $10,000 overnight. But let's be real. That's not how wealth works. The truth is, you can turn $100 into $10,000. Not by gambling or luck, but by understanding the rules the wealthy actually live by. Today, we'll show you how to do it the realistic way, using $100 as your seed to build long-term wealth. Stick with us because by the end of this video, you'll walk away with a roadmap that can change how you see money forever. Hello guys, welcome to Finance 8, your guide to smarter money moves. Let me tell you something that took me years to understand. Money does not change who you are, it reveals who you already are. If you're careless when you're broke, you'll be reckless when you're rich. If you're disciplined when you have little, you'll be unstoppable when you have a lot. That's why I say, money is a mirror, not a measure. It does not measure your success, it reflects your habits, your decisions, and your self-control. Example 1, the lottery trap. Look at lottery winners. Around 70% of them go broke within 3 years. Why? Because they got money without mindset. They thought more money would fix their problem, but it only magnified their bad habits. If you can't manage $1,000, you want magically manage $100,000. Think of money as an amplifier. It does not create character, it exposes it. Example 2, the 2 employees. Imagine 2 people start a job earning $2,000 a month. Person A spends every paycheck on new clothes, gadgets, nights out. Person B saves 20%, reads 1 finance book, and learns how to invest small. A year later, Person A still complains that money is tight. Person B now has an emergency fund, a growing investment account, and options, same income, different outcome. Why? Because wealth is not about how much you earn. It's about how you behave with what you earn. Example 3. The hidden cost of comparison. I once met a guy who earned $10,000 a month, but he was still broke. Why? Because every time he saw someone post a new car on Instagram, he had to keep up. He was not chasing wealth, he was chasing validation. And that's what traps so many people. They spend money trying to look rich, instead of using it to become rich. You'll never win that game, because someone will always have a better car, a bigger house, a newer watch. But the wealthy, they stopped playing that game a long time ago. The key message, the difference between the broke and the wealthy is not luck. It's clarity. Poor people use money to feel something. Wealthy people use money to build something. One group buys relief, the other buys freedom. So when you hold that $100, ask yourself, is this money going to reflect my weakness or my discipline? Because the way you treat your first $100 is exactly how you'll treat your first $10,000. You've probably heard people say, you need money to make money, but that's not true anymore. In today's world, you need skill to make money. Skill is the new currency. The wealthiest people don't always start rich, they start useful. They take one ability, refine it, and multiply it through time, technology, and consistency. So if you only have $100, the smartest thing you can do is not to gamble it. It's to use it to learn something that prints money for life. Example 1, the freelancer story. Let me give you a real story. A friend of mine had just $1 to his name, literally broke. Instead of buying new shoes, he bought a cheap microphone and learned voiceover on YouTube. His first gig paid $25, then another for $50. Within a year, he was earning $3,000 a month from home, just using his voice. That $120 didn't make him rich. The skill he built with it did. That's the power of turning money into ability. Example 2, the designer who started with $99, another one. A young woman I coached spent $99 on a Figma course. She learned design for 3 months, built a small portfolio, and started freelancing. Her first client paid $200 for a logo. Today, she earns over $8,000 per month, designing brand kits for startups from the same $99 investment. No magic, no secret, just skill compounding. Example 3, the real ROI of learning. If you buy a $100 stock that goes up 10%, you make $10. If you use that same $100 to learn a high-income skill, let's say writing, editing, or marketing, and that helps you earn $500 extra per month, that's a 6,000% return, and it compounds every single month you keep using that skill. The stock market gives you returns on your money. Skill gives you returns on your mind, and that kind of compound interest never crashes. Key message. So when people say, I only have $100, I can't do much, I always tell them this: you don't need more money. You need more ability. Money follows skill the same way shadows follow light. When you get good at solving problems, people start paying you to solve theirs. That's how $100 becomes $10,000, not by chasing hype, but by building something inside yourself that no one can take away. Let's talk about something nobody tells you when you start chasing money. Working harder does not automatically make you richer. Hustle might get you started, but systems keep you growing. See, broke people usually work harder than rich people. They work longer hours, take fewer breaks, and still can't breathe. Why? Because they are stuck in a cycle of effort without leverage. A system is what separates the grinders from the builders. Example 1. The photographer who got free. I know a photographer who used to shoot weddings every weekend, 12-hour days, carrying equipment, constantly editing photos till 3 a.m. Then one day, he created a Lightroom preset pack, basically digital filters, and sold them online for $20. The first month, he sold 10 packs, the next month 50. A year later, that one digital product made more than his photography gigs. He didn't stop working, he just built a system that worked with him. That's the power of leverage, same skill, same effort, but now it scales without him being there. Example 2, the freelancer who automates. Another story. A freelancer I mentored was doing social media management manually for 5 clients. She was drowning in work, scheduling posts, replying to comments, tracking analytics by hand. I told her to spend part of her income on automation tools. Within 2 months, she cut her workload by half and doubled her clients without hiring anyone. She didn't just hustle better. She built a machine that hustled for her. Example 3, the investor mindset. The wealthy think like investors, not employees. They don't ask, how can I work more hours? They ask, how can I make each hour produce more even after I stop? That's why they build things that run automatically. Content that earns views, investments that earn interest, businesses that earn income without micromanagement. Hustle builds income, systems build freedom. Key message, you can't outwork the system, but you can build your own. That's the bridge from $100 to $10,000. You take what you've learned, automate it, scale it, and free your time. Because the moment your money keeps moving while you rest, you've officially stopped trading time for cash and started building wealth. Let's talk about something most people get completely wrong: saving money. We've all been told, save your money, be careful, don't risk it. And yes, saving is important, but if you stop there, you'll stay stuck forever. Because here's the truth, saving money makes you feel safe, but investing money makes you free. Example 1, the bank trap. Let's say you save $1 in a bank account. The interest rate might give you what? $2 a year, maybe $3. Meanwhile, inflation quietly eats away at it. Every year, that $100 buys less food, less gas, less freedom. You're not building wealth, you're just delaying poverty a little slower. That's what I call the illusion of safety. Your money looks safe, but it's actually shrinking. Example 2, the wealthy person's view. Wealthy people see money differently. To them, every dollar is a little soldier. When that dollar just sits in your bank account, it's off duty, it's doing nothing. But when you deploy that dollar into learning, into assets, into systems, it goes to battle for you, it fights inflation, it brings back more soldiers. That's how the rich keep growing even when they sleep. They don't let their money rest, they let it work. Example 3, the story of 2 friends. I'll give you a simple story. 2 friends both saved $100 a month. One kept it in a savings account. After 10 years, he had about $12,000. The other invested it into an index fund, the average return around 7% a year. After 10 years, he had over $17,000, same discipline, same $100, different destiny. That's the quiet difference between saving to feel safe and saving to build freedom. Key message, saving is the start, not the finish line. Save money, yes, but give every dollar a job. Some dollars protect you, emergency fund. Some dollars grow for you, investments. Some dollars build your future, education, skills, systems. Because money sitting still dies quietly, but money with purpose multiplies. Don't hoard for comfort. Deploy for growth. That's what separates playing not to lose from playing to win. Let me tell you something real. No one becomes rich by working harder. People become rich by building systems that keep working after they stop. That's what we call leverage. What leverage really means. Leverage is when your effort creates results beyond your direct time. Most people trade hours for money, 1 hour $20, 8 hours $160, but the wealthy. They trade systems, skills, and assets for money. They build something once, and it pays them many times. It's like planting a tree. You do the hard work once, but it keeps giving you fruit forever. 3 kinds of leverage. There are 3 main types of leverage anyone can use. Even if you start with $100, content leverage. You create once and it reaches thousands. A YouTube video, a digital course, a newsletter. It's work once, earn forever. For example, someone records a simple budgeting guide video. It gets 100,000 views and earns ad revenue every month. That's leverage. Mr. Beast built an empire on content. Graham Stephan built financial freedom from videos talking about saving $5 on coffee. Code leverage, you write something once, a script, a website, an app, and it keeps running while you sleep. You don't need to be Elon Musk to use code leverage. One guy built a $5 Chrome extension that saves people time copying links. And he earns $1,000 per month. That's leverage through code, even simple automation. Like selling on Etsy with auto delivery are forms of code leverage. Capital leverage, this is when you use money to make more money. You invest in index funds, small businesses, or digital assets. For example, $100 in a high-quality ETF earning 7% a year becomes $200 in 10 years without lifting a finger. Or you buy a camera, shoot content, and turn that $100 tool into a money-making machine. Capital is power, but only if you move it with purpose. The big picture, the poor trade time for money. The middle class trade time for security. The wealthy trade systems for freedom. That's why you can't just focus on working more. You have to focus on building things that work for you. Every minute you spend building leverage, a system, an audience, a skill that scales, is like building another money machine that runs forever. Final message of this section, so here's the mindset shift. Don't ask, how can I make more money? Ask, how can I make money that keeps flowing, even when I stop working? That's leverage. That's how you turn $100 and a few smart moves into $100. Not overnight, but for life. Let's bring everything together. You've got $100 and a dream to grow it. What do you actually do next? Here's the blueprint that wealthy-minded people quietly follow, and you can too. Step 1. Split it with purpose. First, never throw all $100 into one thing. Divide it into 3 parts. $30 for safety, build your emergency buffer. Keep it in a digital wallet or cash reserve. This keeps you calm when life hits. $40 for growth, invest in your brain. Books, courses, tools, learn a skill that earns. $30 for action. Use this to start something small. It could be your first ad, first product, or first piece of content. Because if you don't put money in motion, it stays asleep. Step 2. Skill before scale. This is where most people fail. They try to scale before they learn the game. Your first goal is not to make $10,000. Your first goal is to make your first $1 online. Learn how to sell, learn how to make something valuable, learn how to deliver it well. That $1 will teach you more than any finance book ever could. Because it proves one thing, you can create value out of thin air. Step 3. Build leverage around what works. Once you've made that first $1, ask yourself, how can I make this happen again automatically? That's leverage. If you made it through content, start posting consistently. If you made it through freelance work, build a small system or use automation tools. If you made it through investing, learn to reinvest and compound. Whatever worked once, systemize it. The second time, it becomes easier. The 10th time, it becomes income. The 100th time, it becomes freedom. Step 4. Reinvest until it grows. Don't spend your small wins. Reinvest them. Reinvest in learning, improving, and scaling. Maybe your first $50 profit buys a better mic for your channel. Maybe your first $200 pays for a website. Maybe your first $500 funds a mini business. That's how $100 grows to $10,000. Not by luck, but by compound learning plus reinvestment. Step 5. Play the long game. The rich don't play for quick wins, they play for compound growth. That means you don't chase trends, you don't panic sell. You keep stacking small wins that multiply over time. Because $100 to $100 to $10,000 is not a straight line, it's slow then sudden. Nothing, 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 and then everything. That's the reward for staying in the game long enough. Final words, so next time you see someone making money, don't think they got lucky. Think they learned, they invested, and they built leverage. You can do the same. Start small, think long, and let your money move with purpose. Because the question is not, can $100 become $10,000? The real question is, will you use your $100 to buy comfort or to buy freedom? Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe for more, and see you in the next video.